Amen. Orphan spirits. We all have orphan spirits at some point in our lives, regardless of who is raising us. We all have orphan spirits before we're adopted into the family of Christ through His blood. But even after we've been adopted, we might still struggle with an orphan spirit without even realizing it. The orphan spirit causes one to live life as if he does not have a safe and secure place in the Father's heart. He feels he has no place of affirmation, protection, comfort, belonging, or affection. Self-oriented, lonely, and inwardly isolated, he has no one from whom to draw godly inheritance. Therefore, he has to strive, achieve, compete, and earn everything he gets in life. It easily leads to a life of anxiety, fears, and frustration. The term orphan spirit has deep meaning for everyone. God created us to belong. He created us to be treasured. He created us to need and long for human touch. He created us to both receive love and to give love. There are many reasons why we might be living with an orphan spirit, even as believers. Maybe we didn't feel treasured by someone important to us. Maybe we didn't receive proper physical touch. Maybe we were abused. Maybe we didn't develop authentic, deep, meaningful relationships with our loved ones. Maybe we didn't receive unconditional love. Maybe we actually got all of those things, but we've been living with an orphan spirit without even realizing it, and it's become a way of life for us.
So that meant that you were birthed into it. Whether you had somebody that loved you and give you everything you needed, and you wasn't deprived of love. You wasn't deprived. Your mama was always there. Your daddy always told you I love you. Somebody was always, because most of the time with most kids, it's the father who's not there. But what about the children who parents passed before they could even get a bond going, or parents that, you know what I'm saying, was strung out on drugs or something, and when you was looking for love, they was somewhere looking for a pipe or a rock or a drink or chasing a man down with a drink. You understand what I'm saying? So some type of way you miss out on that part of your life. It was something that caused you to touch. Do you know how important it is to hug your children? Do you know how important it is to kiss your kids and tell them I love you? Not this. You know, and this is sad. Yeah, baby, go ahead, go on me. You know what I'm saying? And a child, pay attention to your children, because a child longs to be loved. So they come towards you to hug the girl down. They, at a young age, all they know is I love you, mommy. I love you, daddy. But you steady saying, girl, go. Okay, I heard you. And this is the honest to God truth. I would not lie about this. This is the honest to God truth. When I was growing up, I begged for somebody to love me. And I clung to people who showed me any type of attention. And I'm going to be honest up in here, and I don't even know if my brother knows this, but I did not get no attention or love from nobody but him. And so, and I'm talking about my brother Al, and so even, it was the least thing, and he never knew that it made me love him so much. It was like he was my favorite brother. Now let me tell you what he did. While everybody else was doing their thing, worried about their life, nobody gave me love, nobody gave me attention. Go sit down. He would social with me. And that meant so much to me, to dance with me. He started with me on his feet. I'm a little girl, I'm 4, 5, 6 years old, and he taught. But that's how I know how to ballroom right to this day. He did something, he gave me something, even in that little thing that made me cling on to something. It showed some type of attention, some type of love. Now mind you, there's some girls out here, that age, they ain't got a brother. Ain't got nobody. So the first nigga, the first man to give him attention, they thinking it's love and really he touching her. He feeling on her. But they hold it, they don't tell it, not because they're scared to tell you, because that was their form of attention. You understand? And so as I grew up, I didn't want him to stop. And so I got so good when I was dancing with him. He did things like buy me jewelry. I had diamond rings at a very young age. He would just put diamond rings on my finger. You know, things that I didn't get from mama. I wanted mama to love me. I heard my mother tell me she loved me twice in my entire life. Wow. The first time is when I was 17 years old and I had to have a major surgery. My ovary had bust. And I had a major surgery, and she came, and I was hemorrhaging inside. And she stood over me getting ready to go into a major surgery. She said, I love you. I was so in shock, but I was drugged up. Right. The next time is 3 months before she passed. For 3 months straight. No, I'm going to take that back. For 3 months straight before she passed, she would tell me she loved me every day. But I needed it all of them. So I'm 34 years old now. You're telling me you love me at 34. I needed all this. I wouldn't have been abused by men. I wouldn't have allowed men to do anything and everything to me. I missed something. So the spirit in me craved and starved for attention. So I did everything to get your approval. I did things to get people's approval. To make you love me, to accept me. If it meant bending over backwards, that's what I was doing. If it meant sucking your socks, I was doing it. And I'm serious. Anything I could do to get somebody to love me, to accept me, I was doing it. I didn't care where it came from. Man, woman, just give it to me. So what I did was I started having children. If I could get somebody to love me for me. So I'm studying. The more kids I have, the more love I got. Psych. That don't always work. Because they grow up. Listen to me good. They grow up. And all that you put in them and all the love that you showed them, and they didn't want for nothing, and you did everything in your power to make them feel loved, and we all hugged together, and I kissed them constantly, and I told them I love them. We laid in the bed together, we watched movies. They still gonna grow up to be what they want to be. They gonna still grow up and disrespect you, try to talk to you any kind of, so stop. Stop now, parents. You and Jesus. Because whatever you thought you missed and you think you're going to put it in your child, I'm telling you, the enemy will cause that child to hurt you. Because anything you love more than God, he going to cause to hurt you anyway. So please pay attention to me. But please finish reading.
A habit. Habits that make
Go back up a little bit, just a little bit. You just unhappy. Go back a little. Okay, so let's go back a little bit, just a little bit.
Maybe all the questions rolled up there.
No, go back just a little bit.
That's where
Maybe.
Maybe we actually got all of those things, but we've been living with an orphan spirit without even realizing it, and it's become a way of life for us. A habit. Habits that may cause us to search for acceptance, significance, and identity in all the wrong places. We may seek the approval and praise of man. We may feel a deep need to be recognized for our service and for the things we do. We may have critical spirits and place blame on others.
Oh, let me stop. Stop right there. And back that thing up. Back that thing up just a little bit. And go with the, we may, come on.
Habits may cause us to search for acceptance, significance, and identity in all the wrong places.
Shh, stop. Habits may cause us what? Say it again.
To search for acceptance, significance, and identity.
I don't feel like I'm somebody unless you're accepting me. Unless you make me feel like I'm significant. You make me feel, I have to find somebody that makes me feel like I'm somebody. I have a habit of clinging to the wrong people, the wrong thing, because I want to be accepted. So if it didn't work with him, I'm going to go over here and find, but he really him. Just got a whole different face. Have you ever caught yourself, and I want you to raise your hand on this, getting with the same guy, just a different man, but the same, everything, he got the same traits as the last one. Have you ever found yourself getting with the same woman with the same traits as the last one? Same friends, you still going through the same friends. Okay, you cut that one off, but then you turn right back around and got with this one, and she a user too. She ain't no good. She jealous too. She say she your friend, but really she stabbing you in your back. She mad and jealous of you, but you want to be accepted so much till she, girl, can I borrow $20? Here, what you want? Here. Yeah. When I say I'm your friend to the end. I just want you to know that I love you and I'm really your friend. How do I know that? I did it for so many years. For so many years, I proved myself to be the best friend, the best wife, the best mother, the best sister, the best everything, trying to prove to everybody, I love you. Accept me. Love me. Don't be mad at me because I wear tight clothes and I look cute. Just love me. I'm serious. Can you just look beyond what I wear and see my heart? This is what I used to try to prove to people. Just because I dress like this don't mean I'm a hoe. I'm not a hoe. I just like to dress cute. Accept me. See my heart. Even in ministry, this has went on. Until I just got to the place about 3 years ago. Right, Carolyn? I don't care what you think about me. I'm me, whether you accept me or not. So when I see the spirit, I relate to this spirit because I've been there. I've been in a place where I was abused by men over and over again, finding the same kind of man. He said he loved me. When I was in a bad position, he was there. They find the vulnerable. The enemy uses his way to find you vulnerable and causes you to get into a force of habit. I'm in a habit. Well, this is why I deal with this. It's because if I don't deal with it, and God said, I got something different for you, but you're dealing with it because you feel like you done got used to dealing with it. This is what's been going on for years. I don't see nothing else. The devil is a liar. He got you blinded to think this is where you belong. That ain't even your final destination, baby. He has a final destination for us. Do y'all hear me? God has a final destination for each and every one of us. And it's not your present situation.
Amen.
It's not where you're at now, but it's where God's trying to take you. It's not where you were years ago, but it's where God's trying to take you. Now, where you were and where you at now, if you pay attention, it's a spirit of stagnation trying to keep you from getting to where you need to get. Amen. He hinders you. The enemy hinders you with this orphan demon. It causes you to feel inadequate within yourself. Come on.
In search for acceptance, significance, and identity in all the wrong places.
Hello. You end up with the identity crisis. So you put on this face for her. And then you put on this face for him. and you put on this face for this one, and you end up with an identity crisis.